Since I was trying to upload the previous video, I had to come back, and it's real time. I'm trying to publish as much as possible because this is the only thing you can do, right? To prepare your case, and you have to provide evidence and intent. So yes, and this leads me to my, basically peaceful declaration. So my peaceful declaration. So, because of the breach of trust between the subject of the accused, Ahmad al-Shihadi, right? My indigenous and basically natural, and it's sometimes it's hard to say things you want to say, not because you're drifting, or you want to make sure that you say things and so people can now listen. Previously in the video before, I was saying I'm talking about the energy, and it's going to be a cold winter. So I believe right, AJ Ahmed Jr., and I'm the subject of a targeted individual, being a targeted individual. My being, I'm a targeted individual. Every day, every minute, every moment of the day, right? Every breath you take, like I'm here recording myself for a reason, because before you know it, you're in breach of condition. You're taking a video of yourself, and so what? Taking a video for myself? Why? Oh yeah, no social media. Social media for what? Regarding what? The accused. So it's not like Party A versus the ghost. There's Party A versus Party B. What's Party C has to do with this? So again, we'll go back and establish why Party A and Party B have a dispute before the amicable divorce agreement, right, and the Superior Court judgment that was granted, authenticated, right, approved, certified. So Party A, Party B were in agreement up until something happened, which you had, as I said, conspired to essentially walk away from your fuckery that resulted in. It's not like I'm showing you an AI like with a broken tooth. Like, why would I be an AI generated with a broken tooth? Right? So again, I'm sitting outside. It's pretty sunny. I hope you can see that. I mean, probably a blind man, as I say, a blind man can actually reason, and falls back onto what? The element of what? Critical thinking, right? So you have to exercise both logic and reason, which are centered at what? Your pineal gland, right? So you have to be objective with your analysis, and this is why you have to look at things objectively. So the judiciary system, it's a very prestigious and difficult job at the same time, because there's a huge liability when the judge takes the wrong decision. If there's a reasonable doubt even within the judiciary system, you don't have to go to the Supreme Court, but that's the integrity of the system. When the system is corrupt, it's a toss coin. Unfortunately, it's more like a dice, eight sided cube, right? Dice, and you have perhaps 1 out of 7 days to speak. Well, you really have 1 out of 5, because there's 5 business days, Saturday, Sunday. They're on vacation, and people have lives. But they have administrative justices of the pieces that don't mind the administrative work and spending. So these are justices of the pieces, administrative law, just making sure that you are not bothering, because the Superior Court now, you have to bring judiciary, right? Superior Court is basically how public trial with a jury. And again, you have to follow the jurisdiction and the laws of the land. So you will decide where, under which law. So now if I'm in Quebec, for example, I would be subject to Quebec provincial laws, which are subject to the federal laws incorporated under Canada, the supreme law of the land. So again, and each province is playing ping pong as to who will, assume the lesser liability, because it's a survival now. These guys want to stay on this side, those sides, the other people want to be on the opposite side. So it's like, so I told you, when I was seen by duty counselor on Monday, so I was taken to custody on the Friday. Very peaceful, cooperative, full cooperation with the law enforcement security de Quebec, which is basically the equivalent of auto provincial police here in Ontario. So I was across, right? I went again to, I can get faith. I had good faith. It starts with the intention. I had already the intent to go and inquire, because I was recording. I had the whole spiel on Friday, what I did. I played the guitar and what I wanted to do and my next step. And again, there's only so much you can sit there and think what, avenue is possible to you. You can actually go and exercise knowing that, you are well within the rule of the law in all aspects. So default judgment is not to say that a person cannot defend for themselves. I am self-represented. It's not because I missed my court date.